What's going on, guys? I hope this video finds you happy and healthy. Josh and I are about to head to the grocery store to buy our groceries for the week. I have gotten a couple requests recently for me to do a video on how we stick to our budget for our grocery shopping for the week and still eat healthy. So this video is all my tips and tricks on how I stick to my budget and still eat healthy. So Josh and I are gonna head to the grocery store. We're gonna get our groceries and then I'm gonna meet you guys back here. I'm gonna further explain my tips, but for now I have three main tips I'll briefly explain. The first one, and it's the most important thing you can do to stick to your budget, is make a grocery list ahead of time. The way Josh and I do it is we make a list throughout the week. So as we run out of our grocery items throughout the week, we write them down. If you guys, maybe some of you guys remember, I used to have a whiteboard on my fridge. Every time I would run out of an ingredient or an item throughout the week, I would write it on the whiteboard on the fridge. Since moving into this new place, we got a new fridge and our fridge is stainless steel and the whiteboard that we had doesn't stick to it. So I'm sure there's something out there that sticks to stainless steel. I haven't found it yet, but it'd be really nice to have a whiteboard on there again because that worked the best for us. So for now, we've resorted to just using this piece of paper, a floating around piece of paper throughout the week in our kitchen. And so every time we run out of an item, we just write it on the piece of paper. It's worked out okay for us, but I just want my whiteboard back on my fridge. So if you guys know of one or have one, let me know. If you don't want to do that, you can just make your list like right before you go to the grocery store. But I found that making your list throughout the week as you run out of items really works well. We have quite a few things to get today, so I'm excited to do a grocery haul after this. Second tip is plan your week ahead of time. So kind of think about what your week's gonna look like next week, how many days you're gonna work from home, because I know a lot of us work from home, how many meals you're gonna eat at home, how many meals you're gonna eat out. And then in addition, plan on what meats you want, what protein sources, carbs, fats, and veggies you want throughout the week. Josh and I tend to repeat the same kind of foods over again and the meals over again, which is totally fine. That way it's actually easier to stick with your budget because you know what prices things are. So for example, for us, I'm working 3 days next week. So I'm not gonna be home at all throughout those days that I work. So Josh will be on his own for those meals. And then the 2 days that I'm gonna be at home, I'll cook dinner. And so we can kind of plan on our two dinners together. So you don't have to plan like exactly what you're gonna eat throughout the week, but have a really good idea of what you're gonna eat, what proteins you're gonna eat, vegetables and carbs. And then my last tip is leftovers. You guys, leftovers saves our budget big time. So for example, like today, Josh made couscous for lunch, and instead of just making like a little bit of couscous for his lunch, he made extra, so he'll have some more for tomorrow or for dinner tomorrow or whatever meal he wants. He has extra carb source for meals in the future. This works out really well with meats, so we made extra chicken thighs the other night. Instead of making just like 1 pound of chicken thighs that'll serve 2 people, we made several pounds of chicken thighs in the intention of having leftovers for the future. So what we do is we'll make like an extra meat source like chicken thighs or beef, ground beef. We'll make extra ground beef. Instead of making 1 pound, we'll make 2 or 3 pounds. And then we'll store it in the fridge for a few days. Already cooked meat stores for about 4 days in the fridge really well, and then after that you're gonna have to freeze it. And the way we freeze it after 4 days is we portion them out into like 25 grams to 30 grams of protein per serving, and we put those servings in Ziploc bags. We are trying different types of reusable plastic bags right now. We really haven't found some that we like yet. We're just using throwaway ones right now, like regular Ziploc brand bags. Then after portioning them out and Ziplocking them up in the Ziploc bags, and then we'll throw them in the freezer, and then they're good in the freezer for about 3 to 4 months. So whenever you're short on time and you're just preparing a meal real quick, you can take out the already prepared frozen meat, thaw it out in the microwave or thaw it out in room temperature for a couple of hours in your lunchbox or whatever, and you're good to go. So what I'll do a lot of times is I will take a salad to work, and then I will really quickly grab one of those already prepared portion sizes of meat out of the freezer, put it in my lunch bag, and then by the time I'm ready to eat my salad for lunch, the meat has already thawed and I can just plop it on top of my salad and I'm good to go. Okay guys, we're gonna meet you back here in a second. What do you mean? I can go to the grocery store in these.
Soak up rain like nobody's business.
Well, okay. Meet you back here in a second. All right, so we stuck with our budget. Very long receipt. We had a lot of stuff to get, like I said before. Everything's crossed off the list, which is fantastic. We didn't get anything extra either. We stayed on budget. The only thing is that we did have to get a bunch of barbecue stuff. We planned on getting that. We had it on our list. We had to get things like tongs, slatted spoon, grill scraper, whatever this is. What is this? Oh, charcoal stoners, I don't know.
I don't barbecue.
So we did budget for all of this. And before we go any further into the grocery haul, make sure that you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet, just want to remind you guys. So for those of you who are brand new to my channel, welcome. I upload 1 to 2 videos a week all about living healthy based on my busy ICU nurse work schedule. What I'll do, as per the usual on my healthy grocery hauls, is I will start with the cold stuff so we can put that away, and then I'll go to the shelf stable items. I am gonna kind of do my usual grocery haul kind of thing, sort of gear it towards like nutrition, education, but also I do want to let you guys know our plan for the food to kind of give you some ideas on budget and kind of things like that. All right, so we got our favorite brand of eggs. They also have organic. The organic is $2 more expensive. I was very tempted getting the organic kind of these eggs, but it was $8. These were $5, and I just couldn't bring myself to spend $8. So this is still a really good brand to buy. Pasture-raised eggs, very important to eat pasture-raised eggs. The nutrition profile is higher than just regular eggs. Also, you're supporting this good farming industry. So for buying your produce on a budget, you want to buy your produce that's not on the Dirty Dozen list, and that's how you can kind of keep your produce cheaper. So all of the produce items that are not on the Dirty Dozen list, you can buy non-organic, and that's going to be cheaper and save you money. We buy tomatoes for Josh's Greek salads. Tomatoes need to be organic because they're on the Dirty Dozen list, so we try to buy organic tomatoes. Of course, they are going to be a little bit more expensive than non-organic, but it's worth it because your health is worth it. Same with like lettuce and leafy greens. So arugula needs to be organic. Arugula, as you guys know, is my favorite salad greens for salad. I take arugula to work every day. I only work 3 days a week because I work 12-hour shifts, so that'll be perfect. So 2 boxes for 3 salads. This table that we're working on, by the way, is really, really small. It's much smaller than our big table we had at our old house. So I'm having trouble like fitting everything on this table, and then I'm just handing Josh things that I've already talked about. We're putting it on our like, just, I don't know what this table's called, but like our picture table. Yeah, we're working in a lot smaller space than what we're used to, which is totally fine. So broccoli, you don't need to buy organic. We always buy fresh broccoli from the store, and we incorporate that into our meals throughout the week. We always like fresh broccoli, so that's just a given. We always buy that every week, and we go through the whole thing. Any of the cruciferous vegetables, pretty much, you don't have to buy organic, so that's kind of nice. Cabbage, you should buy organic. We like to buy purple cabbage and saute that for one of our meals during the week. The color purple in anything like blueberries, blackberries, so cabbage, the purple color is really high in antioxidants. So just a tip, if you want some antioxidants in your life, buy anything purple on your produce. Bell pepper, you need to buy organic. We bought quite a few of these because Josh likes them in his salads, and then we are gonna put them in a crock pot chicken recipe that Josh makes pretty often, and it's really easy. You just throw some organic chicken breast into the crock pot with some broth and some seasonings. Cook it on low for 8 hours. So that's gonna be one of our meals this week. Avocados, you don't have to buy organic. We don't really buy avocados anymore because I got tired of throwing away the other half. I would only eat half of an avocado. I know you can buy like avocado huggers, or there's ways to save your avocado, but I just got tired of that. So I really like guacamole. So we've been buying these little individual packets of guacamole, which is cool because we put them on a lot of different things to add like an extra flavor and dimension to your meal. So it spices up a boring meal. Beef chuck. Really, you need to buy your beef 100% grass-fed, organic, but they didn't have that at the store today, so hashtag balanced life, it's okay. Josh says this is going in the Instant Pot for a recipe. He's gonna put some beef broth in there, some seasonings. I don't know, he found a super easy recipe online. So we utilize the crock pot and the Instant Pot a lot, and that's how we can like make our meals super easy. And then we always have leftovers, so we eat those leftovers for another dinner in the future, or we freeze it for future meals. Also, these kind of meats are like a tougher type meat, and the tougher meats at the store are cheaper. So the Instant Pot, if you have an Instant Pot, use it for those tough, cheap meats because it does soften them up to make them like really nice and edible. And if you're looking to save money on meat and you have an Instant Pot, that's a tip. So oh, by the way, you guys, she doesn't have claws, so this doesn't hurt me at all. She just likes to support herself by putting her paw right here, just so you know. All right, so frozen vegetables, we use these a lot. Frozen vegetables are just as nutritious as fresh vegetables, and we just like to throw them in a pan pan and saute them for a quick, easy vegetable like side. So we do that a lot to save time. Josh likes these for his breakfast in the morning. So again, really easy. Put in a pan, heat them up, saute them, good to go. This is a plant-based sour cream that is not that cheap, but it does last us a while. It's really good. It tastes just like sour cream. I don't know, we needed something else to spice up our meals. So this half and half used to be my favorite half and half before I found the silk half and half. But the silk half and half, I've talked about it a lot. It's my favorite dairy-free half and half. They're not selling it anymore. I can't find it anymore. But then I found this at the store today, so I was like, okay, so I'll have to settle on this again. This is really good if you guys are dairy-free and need a good half and half. This is a pretty good one from Ripple. This is one of my favorite brands of energy drinks. It was 2 for $4, which is a pretty good price on these. These are kind of pricey. So I ended up getting 4 of them. So really pay attention to the deals at the grocery store too. I know that sounds like basic, like you already know that, but really sometimes you're not paying attention. Like at least for me, I'm not paying attention. I just like grab stuff. But if you really pay attention to like the different deals at the store, you really could save money. So I got 4 of these. We needed Ziploc bags and didn't want to get the brand name because the brand name's like $1 or $2 more expensive than just like the grocery store brand, and really like there's not a lot of difference, so might as well save money there. These are my favorite brand of protein bars, or one of my favorite brands, and I really like them because they're dairy-free, gluten-free, and you also can get them at Trader Joe's. We just get them at Fred Meyer and they're pretty much the same price. I like them because they are fudge and they taste just like chocolate fudge, so it satisfies my chocolate craving, especially at night. I'll eat these a lot for dessert. All right, just your basic onions for our crock pot meals and for Josh's salads. You don't need to buy your onions organic because you're peeling off the peel, so it can save you money there. Hey, what are you doing? What are you? She's back now, okay. We love Spindrifts, favorite sparkling water. We got 2 of them, it's our favorite flavor. And they were having a special on 2 for, I can't remember the price, so we got 2 of them. Primal Kitchen is my favorite brand where I get my condiments from, and they're on the pricey side, but all the ingredients are really good for you and there's nothing bad in there. It's gluten-free, dairy-free. I buy their ketchup also all the time. This bottle is around $5, which is pretty pricey, but I do pay attention to portion sizes, and so it just lasts me all week, even into the second week. So I probably end up buying a new ranch dressing every couple weeks to 3 weeks. I've never seen this before. We like this brand for the grain-free chips that they have. So we got 2 grain-free chips. One's tortilla lime, and this is a potato chip that we've never tried before, and I love salt and vinegar. Really highly recommend this brand for chips. But then also they have this sauce. I didn't know they made sauces, but maybe this is new. So we're gonna try this maybe just to kind of add an extra kick to our meals this week. I feel like it's good to literally spice up your meals, and so then you're not tempted to eat out and you're not bored of your meals. So we're gonna try this week. Chicken broth for our meals, sauces for the crock pot chicken recipe Josh's gonna make. We just needed more black pepper. We bought the store brand, it's cheaper. Josh needed more allergy pills. It's the store brand too. What is she talking? Bella, as I was saying, we just got our bathtub reglazed because it was part of like the last thing we had to do of our renovations in this unit. And so because it's like a special glaze they put on the tub, we can only use basically scrubbing bubbles on it. So we bought scrubbing bubbles. I normally try to buy all of my cleaners like good for you products that won't harm your health, but in this case, I don't know what product to use on our bathtub yet, so I know this is safe. I do buy all of my cosmetics, lotions, stuff that I use on my body. I try to buy them organic, including tampons. I actually like this brand the best so far. This might be TMI, but they're easy for me to use. Some of the organic tampons, as maybe some of you girls know, they're very difficult to use. I'm like, what? Like the regular tampon brands at the store that aren't organic, like they're so easy to use, and then you buy these organic kinds and they're like weird. So I really like these. These were on sale too. So it was 2 for a deal. I can't remember. I think it was like 2 for $7, which was very cheap for these. You really should, for you girls, buy your tampons or pads organic, because cotton should be organic against your skin. The cotton industry is pretty messed up. If you don't buy your cotton organic, it is heavily sprayed with chemicals. So you do want to just be careful of that. Just some snacks. Josh likes pistachios, very healthy for men. So he got these two flavors, and then this is a pretty good beef jerky because it doesn't have any sugar in it. You know what's hilarious is my youngest sister, of course all my sisters, including me, we love wine. But my youngest sister, we were talking about wine, we were texting each other the other day, and she didn't know that box wine lasts longer than a bottle of wine. Yeah, so even though it's in a box and you're opening it up, like it's sealed inside. So the wine is in sealed plastic in here. And so even when you open up the spigot here, it still remains sealed. It's cool because the wine lasts 6 weeks. I think it's like 4 weeks minimum, but 6 to 8 weeks. It stays fresh in here. Once you open a bottle of wine, that wine probably will go bad within 2 to 3 days, even if you cork it. And this lasts a really long time, even after opening it. So this will save you money. You won't waste it. Truly's, these were on sale. This is my favorite, the lemonade brand. Super, super tasty. Okay, you guys, so that'll be it for the video. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that you learned something and maybe this helped you in sticking with your budget for the week. I can only kind of give you advice for 2 people because I don't have kids yet, but I feel like you could apply this to a larger family also. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching as always. I have an eye booger. Oh, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it because it really does help support my channel, and always remember to be kind to yourself, right?